New Zealand's Dizzy Gillespie, and can he send himself to those kind of heights? 303 for 8, 44 from 31. Johnson, another wicket. He has 3 now. At some cost, and he's got Gillespie going away to leg, so he survives, and now you feel it is up to McCullum, really, a solo act. 303 for 8.
Just a little bit of reverse swing. It was very full, but it just had enough time to kick up and carry. Johnson completes his 10 overs. 3 wickets for 81. The 81 runs doesn't look good, but the last half of it has been wickets, and he's bowled well when needed. Managed to spell off well.
So Brendon McCullum, he's a magical player, and now he requires plenty of that. Push for 2 is the call, but the only one, so Australia, if they can't get him out, I'll get him off strike. That's the secret now. Placement of fielders inside the circle becomes very important for Michael Hussey. Those players are back on the edge when McCullum is on strike, but does he bring them up a bit, knowing full well Gillespie's probably going to try and push to get McCullum back there? They hunt up a wee bit. Get in closer. Hogg and White, Hussey himself, Voges, key players in the inner circle. Oh, beautifully played. They'll look for 2 here, and they'll get back. McCullum won't be a problem. Gillespie's got a scamper. He ran an awful line, really. Made it a long way back.
I don't know what he was doing here. Shovels it away on the onside. Not a bad effort. It's not a comfortable stroke for him. Saw the fieldsman had to make some ground. Came back. The throw went to the right end. And then he started heading towards the stumps. Thought he'd think he'd take them out before the ball could.
Oh, that's beautifully played, and I'll get a couple more here. Agonisingly past the stumps. So too past Brad Haddin.
How close has this gone? It was a leg cut, a slow ball, and it's gone perilously close to leg stump. Watson thought he had him. Haddin couldn't get it. 2 more. It's under 40 now. 39, 27 balls.
Oh, that'll go for 4. Outside edge. It wasn't a great delivery. It was an attempted Yorker, and those faces sort of outline that, don't they? They're not comfortable.
Well, count. Take him. Just got the edge in the way, and it was fine enough to go for 4. What can you do?
Well, you've got to bowl it in the right place. Give yourself a chance against the tail end to back yourself. And again they might get 2. Yeah, Gillespie will come back. What a big over this has come from the unlikely hero. We all said that's got to be McCullum. Look at Fleming in the background. He's loving this. The trophy's in the bag, but they're putting the acid on again.
The old tail end of French cut. He's just used the outside edge of the bat. He's trying to hit in the middle, but any edge will do.
Australia feel anything but comfortable at this point. Surely they grab this one. Oh, that's solid. That's 4. That's magnificent down the ground. It wasn't really there for the shot. What an over from Gillespie. McCullum says, hey pal, you're supposed to be helping me. What can I do for you? 318 for 8.
Outside edge, inside edge, out of the screws. He got it, he got one, and he's a strong man and he smashed it. Wow! Could it happen?
McCullum, look at the look on his face. Where'd you get that from? Now then, 29 for 24. There's only one side starting to panic here. McCullum is on strike, and it's now going to be Tate and Bracken to close the deal for Australia. Two opening bowlers have to be the closing bowlers. Lots of pressure on Sean Tate. We know Bracken's handled in the past. 8 overs, 2 for 45. The length is the key here. You know it's going to be fast. Straight back down the ground. They'll have that covered, the Australians, but McCullum gets back on strike. That's the key.
That's great running. That is really good running, because McCullum knows that Tate's his man. He's the man that will go full and straight. He'll be looking to smash him away off that back foot, anything that's not a Yorker. And he knows the man at the other end, his bowling mate Gillespie, may struggle with the extra pace. He gets back for 2.
Gillespie's onto this in a flash. Direct hit even, he might have been in trouble, but he just jogged that last part. Here's Tate again. McCullum has hit it hard, but just for 1. Hogg very safe. Now, Gillespie, can he do it again off the extra pace? 150 that. Back your number 10 to hit a 150k ball out of the park.
Well, I don't think he needs to hit out of the park. He's just got to hit it. If he can hit it, propel it somewhere. Keep it out. Get back to the other end. Give McCullum 3 to face.
How's Jeetan Patel feeling? Hasn't had a bowl for so long. How long since he had a bat? The chant goes up again. That was there at Eden Park, the Kiwi chant. His belief on the hill, his belief in the middle. Quick, and he's got it away. Can you believe that shot? You can't coach it, it's gold. And he's got it mastered.
Yeah, the edges are going to count now. They're really going to count. All he's got to do is get some form of the outside edge or inside edge or any part of the bat on the ball. And he's done it. It wasn't bad. It was on target. He's just got down on it.
Oh, in the dressing room or the viewing lounge now, they won't have believed that one. Who needs a batting coach? No coach in the world can coach that. They have a problem now. That was 152.8. It was right on the money from Tate. 18 in no time, Gillespie. Oh, and he jams that one out and gets off strike. Maybe they'll go for 2. They're going to. He's going to have to scamper. Oh, boy. It's on. It's really on. 20 from 20.
It's a runner ball, and that's just bat on ball. Plain and simple. If these two or New Zealand can bat their innings, they should win this. They should win this. Just hit the ball, keep it out, and run. Will Hussey bring his field up quicker than he did in the last game?
He's still got a slip in. He's still looking for that outside edge. That is a gamble in itself. Oh, he got it past them again. How do you dig a Yorker out at 152 Ks and get it there safely?
Yeah, has he hit this? Oh, as late as you like. It's just a good old-fashioned late cut.
Now then, McCullum, last ball of this over. He wants 1. He gets the strike. He cools the situation down again. Here's Tate. He'll get the one he wants. They jog through. A really good over for New Zealand again. It's 3:29 for 8. 18 from 18.
Talking about just getting a run of ball, bat on ball, 18 runs required. It's got to the point now where any boundary is going to hurt the bowling team. One boundary is going to take huge numbers off, huge chunks out of that 18. An outside edge here, a great shot from McCullum, pull shot, cover drive.
Well, they've jammed them in up there. They've jammed them in the ground. It's been a sellout. They are rocking to the end. Hamilton, they've been waiting for this. They've been waiting for the pitch to come right. Boy, has that come right. They've been waiting for some good weather. They've been blessed with that. And now they have an occasion, a spectacle to be very proud of. There's some very gloomy faces out in the middle because they know that McCullum has this game in his grasp and Gillespie has lotto luck. Incredible stuff. Here's Bracken. A dot.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, Bracken. He couldn't have bowled that ball any better. Coming round the wicket, trying to crunch down the angle. Yorker length, middle and leg.
McCullum has got a lot of fight in him. A real amount of fight. He will not lie down. He will believe he can do this. Nicely played, and he'll also trust Gillespie now. Still Jeetan Patel waits downstairs somewhere. Hidden away, he might be to the left of shot, waiting in a batting area.
It won't be the pace that will undo Gillespie if he gets undone here. It'll be the change of pace of Bracken, the craftiness of the bowler. He's a wonderful performer. He had a dreadful night with the ball, Gillespie. Will it be his night with the bat? He'll be desperate to contribute here. All's forgotten as far as he's concerned. He's out there with the blade in hand and he's got a job to do.
3 on the offside. Bracken round the wicket. Oh, as easy as you like through the onside. They'll come back for 2. No problem. Now that was a shot of a batsman. There was no luck in that. Ease through the onside. This is more his pace, around 130. 15 from 15. 2 wickets in hand. Michael Hussey, aged 5 years in the last 6 days. And again, that's square. 2 more. Easy as you like. Placement superb. All the fielders are basically on the offside, and Gillespie is manufacturing some wonderful stuff.
The running's quite outstanding as well. Committed to that. The other man really only had to come straight in on it. Read it quickly, put his head down, ran fast, turned quickly, got home easily. 13 from 14. 25 from 11.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Just 3 or 4 inches off target, but the length was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Still, he's got them close enough now, Gillespie, for McCullum to win it. Even if he doesn't score off this ball, 13 off 12, only takes 2 or 3 very good McCullum shots.
He's also got them close enough that if McCullum was to go, if they can get bat on ball just the last 2, they're still in with a shot. Be a big ask. They want McCullum to bring it home, though.
They'll go for 2 again because he hasn't timed it that well. They'll race back. Gillespie gets there. The appeal from Australia, and they'll go upstairs, but I've got a feeling he's home. Right on the 30-metre circle. The call from McCullum came 2 straight away.
Perfectly weighted. It's good work here from Haddon. The throw got into an awkward area. It's a great throw on the move. But he's got home easily.
You listen to this crowd. They've got no idea while we're watching this replay. They're about to find out. Hamilton will rock. From 12, the best scenario is that McCullum is also on strike. The number of twos that didn't seem to be there earlier in the day with McCullum, who's so good in this role. Who said he should open? Crunch! No, McCullum says, just leave it up to me. I didn't quite get the timing right there. It was there to hit. 11 from 11.
About to go past. They scored in Auckland. 10-wicket win in Wellington. Chased down 336 in Auckland. I didn't think he'd get any better. They get home here. It's got a lot better.
Now field change. Very worried about the in-swinger of Tate. And the exposure of the fine leg boundary. So right at the top of your screen, they bring a man up from mid-on into the circle, and back goes fine leg. They're worried about the one that gets squeezed fine with that in-swing. So I get one. It's okay. 10 to win, 10 balls. Australia hanging on like grim death here. They haven't won for, it seems like, an age for them. I'm sure some of these players, it just hasn't been going right for them. The rest of the world sits and watches thinking, how vulnerable are these blokes all of a sudden? They might not have Lee, they might not have Hayden. The bouncer goes for one. That's beautifully played by Gillespie.
How well has he played that ball? Didn't flinch. That's hurled into the wicket. Horrendous pace. The tail end has stood there and just ramped it. Run it down the third man, easy as you like.
Slower off the pitch surface here today. So there we go again. Von Buchanan. Tough to take some of this. Yes. Brings out a Yorker. McCullum, is he going to come back? No, he's not. Can't have been on because he would have tried.
A young cricketer with a great hit on his shoulders.
Beautifully bowled, beautifully played. They'll run. They have to hit. He does hit. Mine, this could be out. This is brilliant work, and I think it's Voges again. The boy with the golden arm. He's taken a brilliant catch to get rid of Franklin, and I think Gillespie knows. I think he knows.
I don't know if Gillespie was really putting in here. He was taking his time. I think he's going to be caught short, is he? Yes, he is. Wow, it turns again.
The last yard or so, he didn't look as if he was extending. He hasn't extended the leg. He hasn't extended the bat perhaps as much as he could. Maybe he didn't think it was going to his end. But it was a brilliant throw, Voges. And that will silence them here.
And he's furious with himself. He realised he didn't put in. He's still done a marvellous job. He's out for 28. New Zealand are 339 for 9.
And Jet Patel's already out there. How's that for positive intent? Brilliant piece of work.
Two outstanding pieces of fielding from Voges on debut. Could have saved Australia.
The more I look at the replay, the more I don't think Gillespie was stretching the last part.
I don't think he believed it was going to go to his end. I think he was thinking about turning around and seeing if his partner was going to make it.
It's actually before that, but doesn't matter now. Let's get back out to the live action because Patel is already there. He's waiting. He charged out there as if to say, well, I've got to get out there. I've got to be a bit of this. It's too much fun to miss out. 3:39 for 9, 8 from 7. McCullum on strike. Here's Tate again. Can he come up with a miracle ball? Oh, they're going to go again. Oh, he picked it up. He had a chance to get McCullum. He fumbled. McCullum gets through. If he'd have grabbed that cleanly, I think even McCullum was in big, big trouble with his pace.
But it brings McCullum down on strike. They had 2 goes at it. Tate had a crack at gathering it, and the direct hit would have hit it. And then the other man came and picked it up, did a marvellous back flip. That flick, but couldn't hit. There's Tate, tries to grab it. And it looked like it was White. Misses, McCullum on strike. Could that be the turning moment? There's been some wonderful fielding. Nonetheless, Voges with the catch and a run out. Could that be the miss though? Gets McCullum on strike. Can he win it for New Zealand?
Well, the length here is the key in the field setting. They really want to get McCullum off strike with a single if they can't get him out. So Bracken, with all of his experience, will bowl it right up in the block hole. If he bowls it short, McCullum will hit him out of the park, and then New Zealand will win. It's as simple as that. He's got to get the length absolutely right. And what can McCullum invent against it? And will he be patient to believe he can do it later in the over? Oh, that's bad! Bad for Australia, great for New Zealand! He got it wrong, McCullum invented. He went outside off stump and he's hoisted him out of the ground.
When he saw that going for 6, McCullum, I think you'd almost see the adrenaline rush come out of his heart, almost popped out of his chest. He nearly faked it.
The scores are tied and the Aussies all have to come inside the circle now. They all have to crowd and McCullum won't matter. He's got 5 deliveries to win this game through or over the field. Bracken, with all his experience, the pressure went on him and he couldn't deliver the Yorker. It was knee high and now it's buried in the crowd. So Hussey brings them all in. McCullum knows he's got 5 deliveries to win this game, to whitewash the Australians. Here we go. Bracken. McCullum charges, he doesn't need it, he knows it, he's got time. Bracken has to come up with 4 more of those, and then they need a run out. Could we have a tie?
I can't believe what this Black Cap side has achieved in these 3 games. I really can't. It's absolutely amazing. Who'd want to be Michael Hussey? Well, I'd like to be as good a bat as him, but who'd want to stand and captain have this happen to you? Unbelievable.
There's McCullum again on strike to Bracken. He gets it over the top, it's through for 4, and New Zealand have done it again. Can you believe it? Yes, they can now. They're a bunch of believers. They can win it from anywhere, and the World Cup now could well be their stage. Look at Michael Hussey. He couldn't defend in Auckland, he can't defend here. He knows it's been an incredible performance. New Zealand down on strength, no Vittori, no Oram, no Bond. They've done it themselves with the side not at full strength. Australia, sure, they're down on numbers now. How much are they down on spirit?
Quite unbelievable. The notes are going in the book, but I don't know. I don't know. How often is it McCullum was there at the end? How often in his role as a finisher of an innings? He's done more than finish this game. He batted through the middle and he brought it home. He is a wonderful performer. It's all smiles for Captain Stephen Fleming. McMillan, wow, who would have thought McMillan in the last 2 games? The gladiator of 2000 and 2001 is back. He's on the stage. I'm speechless.
This was the moment, and that was a wonderful shot, just as he had the icing at Eden Park. 2 days later here in Hamilton, he's put the finishing touches on again. And I think even more joy this time round because they've done it from 44 for 4. Can you believe that? 44 for 4. They have chased down 346.
Imagine what is going through that man's mind. Imagine he would have thought at 44 for 4, defending such a massive total. It was their game, but it wasn't.
Well, he must be out of breath, Brendon McCullum, but he's been good enough to join us down on the ground. And Simon Dool, who's a betting man, he might have lost one tonight, but he's with a hero.
Brendon McCullum, absolutely outstanding, mate. How good does that feel?
Oh, mate, it's out of this world. It's a hell of a chase, and geez, Mac played well, and Fultzy, people on Chip down, mate. It was a hell of a game. So yeah, Chappel Hadlee's certainly alive and well.
When did you believe, mate?
I believe when I was with Macca, he was hitting the ball so clean that sort of worked out. We only need to sort of score at 5, 6 and over to try and get to 40 overs and then give ourselves a chance, 80 or 90 off the last 10. So, oh mate, worked to perfection, and what a hell of a game. Great crowd. It's brilliant.
Yeah, the professionalism I thought you, or the maturity that you showed, it showed just another year or two on your career. I thought in that first half of your knock was outstanding while Macca was going hard, and then you had to take the role at the end.
Yeah, Mac took a lot of pressure off though. He was hitting the ball so cleanly and scoring so quick that really gave me an opportunity to just get myself in with plenty of ones to try and get him the strike, and mate, it worked out perfect.
Grounds like this in Eden Park, I mean, chasing 350, 330, 340, 350, no longer an issue, is it?
Oh, not if you got the confidence we got at the moment, mate.
They must feel great in the team. Fantastic win, great crowd. Congratulations, mate. Go and join the boys.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.